One day I'm going to figure this StreamYard out. I'll, I'll be an expert one day. How's everybody doing? I won't say good afternoon because for some of you it's morning. For some of you it's evening. I see we have how many people in here? We don't have anybody. Not yet. There's one person. All right, come in, everybody. Yeah, so I'm not going to say whatever, part of the day. I'll just say hello. How are you doing? How you doing? I'm doing great. Well, I could do better. Like my hands are dry again. Like I've been washing them a lot. So they're kind of oh, they're craving hand cream. This is actually called hand balm. So I'm sitting here with my husband. I got one bear in one room watching the playoffs. I got another bear in another room. He's on a Zoom call with school. Then I got this other bear. He's kind of sitting with me, but seems like he's doing something. What are you doing there back there? Looking for something on your phone. Are you breathing? Breathe. My husband forgets to breathe. Breathe in and out. You could move that somewhere else or whatever. He can't find a spot to sit because there's yarn everywhere. If it's not yarn, there's cameras because he likes to. We live in a very picturesque area, so he likes to set up the camera and see if there's any wildlife. We have a what? We have a lot of wildlife out there, and it's very pretty to those who like that sort of stuff. To me, this is pretty. You know, all this yarn over here. Another thing we have, like all over the house, is like hand sanitizers, little bottles of hand sanitizers, and masks, used masks, unused masks, just everywhere. That's the sign of the times. Masks and sanitizer. That's the times we're living in. What is everybody drinking? What is everybody working on? I've got some water. I know it looks like coffee, but it's just water. Nice and cold. It's got a giant piece of ice in there. But I'm working on my my granny squares. I'll be working on them. I gotta make 20 of these. Oh, I gotta undo this because where did I end? Oh, come on. Oh my. That's my son's favorite phrase. Oh my. He likes to say that. Oh, I know what I did. Okay. Dana's here. Hi, Dana. Thanks for coming. I'm just working on my square. We're a little slow today. Could be because a few people are going live at this time, I hear. But what can you do? YouTube is filled with channels. Lots of channels up there. What are you looking at? The more the merrier. The more the merrier. What? I'm looking at your viewers. Okay. You're looking at me like from you're glad he's looking at me like this. He's going like this. He's going like this. Like he's upset with me. Sunita's here. Hey Sunita, it was nice to see you yesterday. Where did I see you yesterday? Whose channel was that? I can't remember. I was on so many channels yesterday. I know, so many lives. Sunita, maybe it was Joe's lives. Barb is here. That's Whisper. Barb is in the Netherlands, for those of you who don't know. She's far, far away. What time is it, Barb, over there? Joe's. Yeah, it was Joe's. Yeah, that was one big party. Joe's Sports and Ministry Talks TV. That's the name of his channel. That's the husband of Dana from Triple C, Creatively Created Crochet. I see she changed her name. Oh, so it's after 10 p.m. Okay. It was dark there. So that's Dana's husband. He just got monetized. And Dana, if you're listening, and Joe, if you're out there too, I'll tell you the first ad that I saw on Joe's channel was an ad for Weight Watchers. And because they're personalized to people like me. But it was James Corden was advertising. So James Corden is, sponsoring you or however, you know what I mean. Jeanette is here. Hi, Jeanette. Glad to see that you were feeling better. I was worried about you when I saw that. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope she's okay because I know how that feeling. You got to be on YouTube and you just don't feel like it. You just feel kind of weird. Zach Attack is here in the house. Come in. Freaky Geek is here. Did I see your channel? Was that your channel? See, I can't keep track of all these channels. That I think your channel last night there was three of you and you were on together. Oh, you had to reset the modem. I had to do that the other day with my cable. And in turn I didn't get to watch something that was going to be on the news. They do silly things on the morning news, and they were going to have this one uh camera woman talk about what she's been doing during COVID because she's, not working because she's out, she goes out to different places for, community events, and she's not working. And they were going to tell, what she's been doing. Oh, that's okay. Spell my name however you want to. Hi, Granny D. Granny D is here. So they were okay. So this camera woman, she's famous for her profanity, and her name is Mary. So they nicknamed her Sweary Mary, and I like her. She's spunky. Sometimes she'll go in front of the camera and say some things. Okay, you're cooking. All right, Granny. We'll be here when you come back. So that was, I wanted to see that. And I press record and it says, you must reset this cable box. And I was like, oh no, I don't. I think I, hi, Mama J Way, Lori. I'm good. How are you? I thought I knew how to reset the cable box, but apparently I didn't do it right. So anyway, my husband finally did it. I guess this morning because it was working. She made chili in the crock pot. That's one of my specialties, Zach. Nancy is here. You left Michael's. I went to Michael's yesterday, and I didn't use a cart, and I needed a cart, and I had a son with me, but I still was struggling. Okay, yeah, I was like, and this one lady, she's like, I can get a cart for you. I'm like, no, 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 that's okay, because if you get a cart for me, I'm gonna fill that sucker up. And but I got good deals at Michael's. That they let me use a 40% off one item coupon, and they took it off the most expensive item, and then they let me use the 20% off your total purchase. So I got some good deals at Michael's. Okay, you're in a store. Oh yeah, I know. Michael's had me going crazy too. Mm-hmm. Oh, and spoke. All we heard is crickets. Oh,
Nancy Store's movie. They got anniversary cake for $10. Ooh.
really? Oh my gosh. Are they all, I wonder, are they all like, sometimes the people handle them and then the yarn is falling. It's like spilling out. Oh, just one. One thing I got from Michael's was this mannequin head to feature. This is my my grandmother made this hat, and she made one for a lot of people in my office.
You see it?
Yeah, they can see it. Yeah. So this is she she made this hat, and that was her signature hat that she made a few years before she passed. So that is going back up there. Can you put that back up there? Just kind of show that. Yeah. I think that mannequin is a little girl.
How much is that mannequin?
How much is the mannequin?
Yeah, styrofoam.
It was like $4 after coupon.
Could be 99 cents.
I know it should be 99 cents. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna have this conversation right now during my live. We have 15 people here watching. Why don't we change the format of this channel and we could feature our arguments that we have. Who would like to see that? 99 cents. Well, it wasn't. It was it was actually 7.99.
Really?
Yeah.
For styrofoam?
Well, it's the shape, where else are you gonna get it?
Yeah.
Handmaidens or adornments. I gotta go and see if I'm part of your family. Cause I join other channels and then I know YouTube doesn't tell me anything, so I kind of forget about them. So I gotta look. I went to go join somebody's channel and then it said you're already subscribed. Okay. Freaky Geek will be a while before I enter a Michael's again. What with the need to feel the fluffy stuff to be sure I can see it. Yeah, yeah. I stood out of a Michael's for many months. Hi, Christie's Creations. Lori says I'm good. I sent those arrangements in my own home plenty of times. I see those are I see those arguments in my home plenty of times. Yes. What did I read? I sent those arrangements. My eyes are bad. Um, really, they are truly. Jeanette saying hi to Lori. So it's by my house, there is half a mile is a Hobby Lobby. About 3 miles is Joann's, and then one more mile is a Michael's. In between all those stores is a Walmart with yarn. So, and if you go further, maybe about 10 more miles, there's a Meyer with a lot of yarn at that Meyer. My Meyer, which is right close to me, there's not, they don't sell yarn. I wanted to, I didn't see the grab bags, but then I saw somebody posted their grab bag. I want to go check out the grab bags. Oh my goodness, that is right up my alley because I love surprises. Although I don't really, I like it. I look at the grab bags. I'm like, oh, this is nice and nice, and then I don't use the stuff, or I put the bag somewhere and I forget about it. But I am definitely going to get a grab bag. Babe, do you know what these grab bags are at Michael's?
All right.
Okay, so they take a bag, a Michael's bag, and they put a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of items in there, and they seal it and they put a sticker on it. That sticker says $5. You don't know what's in there, but that bag is $5. And it's just so some people call it a blind bag. But I want to get one of those. And I was just there. And I saw the clearance section. Come to think of it, that clearance section, that's probably the stuff that they're gonna put in the bags. and I didn't see a lot of. I mean, there was cute things. I just didn't know what they were for, and I didn't want to stick around there because there were so many people huddled in that section, and social distancing. But then I'm like that in the first place without COVID. I just don't like to be close to people. Ugh. Um, which is amazing that I ran a 5K last year, 2019, November. There was 40,000 people there, and I was in the back, and oh, wrinkly bag. Hey, hi Sandy and everyone in chat. Hit that thumbs up for our hostess. How you doing? Now, I always forget your first name because I see you have different names you call yourself. I want to say I'm not even going to try to guess. Stephanie, Michelle, Shelly, something. I don't know. But then I was talking to Shelly yesterday. That's why I have Shelly on the brain. Okay, Nancy, come back when you get home. We'll be here for a while, at least an hour. The other day I was on for 4 hours. Dana challenged me. I was at first I was like, no way. No way I'm gonna stay here until you go live because she was gonna go live that evening and it was way early. And it was like I think my time it was 1 or 12. Maybe it was 12. And so yeah, I did. I went live until she went live. So just over 4 hours, maybe even almost 4.5 hours. I don't know. I don't know how I did that, but when I got up off this chair, my body said, "Why were you sitting that whole time?" Hi, Daigo. Virtual hug to you too, and a cheers, because I'm parched. Oh, that's good. I feel like I have a lot to tell you, and I think of it, oh, I gotta mention that in my life. But now I'm live and I forget, and I don't have one of those Alexas to say, Alexa, remind me of this. And my Siri, she hardly reminds me. She hardly answers me. See, she should have answered me right now when I said Siri, but no, she didn't. She just, I think she likes me to say in a certain tone, which I can never remember what tone to use. What's wrong? Oh, well, sometimes that happens. You know, we got into church this morning, and as soon as we got in, it began snowing again. It was snowing, and it's been doing that. It'll snow a lot for a good 10 minutes and then just completely stop, which is okay, but I like it when it snows. I know a lot of people don't like driving in it, and that's understandable. I don't either. But
Who's really back late?
Wrinkly Bag Lady, she goes on with Zach. Yeah, I see you. And tell me your first name again because I keep forgetting it. And um, what am I working on, Lori? I'm working on a granny square. I got to make 20 of them.
You gotta show up.
Sorry. Sorry. I got to make 20 of them. And then I got a little project that I'm working on. Sharon. See, I was the SH. I was like Michelle, Shelly, something. Sharon. Sharon. Okay.
What color
Thank
is
you.
that? How much you want to send it?
What color is this? This is well, eh,
Your laptop camera is horrible.
I know it's horrible. It's terrible. I can't wait till I get to 1,000 subs so I can use my iPhone. It's called Aubergine. Aubergine? Am I saying that
Did you
right?
ever try my camera? My camera, their webcam. I don't have a webcam.
You don't have a webcam.
I do. It just doesn't work.
It doesn't work. See, my husband has a better webcam, but it doesn't work. So, you know, my son is in the market for getting a. Maybe Bradley's got a better webcam. What do you think? I have two sons. Okay, so I have one son that has a fancy Dell, brand new. Maybe his is better. Maybe I'll use his next time. And then I have another son that is going to purchase a laptop really soon. So maybe I'll have better luck with those. Okay. In between all the Harry Potter stuff I am supposed to make, I am taking a bit for myself and making a rainbow dragon. Oh, nice, Barb. I want to make a couple of dragons for my fairy village. I don't know how you do that, amigurumi. Man, Sharon dared me to eat carrots and applesauce. The video is uploading. Okay, I gotta see that. That's not as bad as that pickle and mayonnaise and peanut butter banana stuff. If you have an iPhone, I think you have to push and hold the home button to get Siri to listen to you, or you can open the notes app to talk to text to add your notes in there. Right. But Siri sometimes answers when you say hey Siri. So you don't have to even grab her. Like sometimes when she does cooperate and I'm like doing stuff in the bathroom with creams and lotions and my hands I don't want to touch the phone. I say, "Hey Siri," and then she answers. She's answering now. Okay, answer me next time I call you. Oh my. Okay. Peanut butter and ham sandwich. Zach, get it right. Peanut butter and ham sandwich. But Zach said apples and carrots. So he was way off, huh? I'm just saying, wait till you see my face. Oh man. Oh, he did both. Now mm, I'm not a person who would experiment when it comes to food and drinks and stuff like that. I can't do it. Even even something as minor as like my husband, he'll have a glass of milk and after he's finished with a glass of milk, he'll fill it with water. When there's milk residue in there, and he'll drink that water. But that's something his mom taught him to do. What is it supposed to do? Give you more vitamins?
What? Milk and then water?
Lori Siri answered me.
I know. I saw that.
Look at that. Oh man. Sometimes my Cortana answers when I'm watching videos. And if they say something remotely close to Cortana, she answers. Ham and peanut butter is delicious. Well, I'm glad you liked it. Barb says, nope, not happening. You enjoy that. And good for you. Or as my family likes to say, congratulations. So let's see. I said I was okay. So I went to Hobby Lobby also yesterday, and I saw something new at Hobby Lobby. Oh, my stupid camera is not going to show you all of its beauty. Okay, this is a pattern for it says Afghans, but I call them blankets. And they look so nice. Look at that. Look at that. This one is made, it's called Crochet Olay. That's a good channel name, Crochet Olay. This one is made with, I love this chunky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 skeins. 2 midnight teal, 2 honey, 2 spice, 2 sand frost, 2 pearl gray, and 2 fern. And it's using a J hook. Wow, that is pretty. I just like the pattern. That is a pretty, look at that. Isn't that pretty? So that I saw that and I like to bring those home, but then it starts cluttering up and I don't like clutter in my house. Jen Reeves is here. Uh, Barb says, I cannot crochet a blanket. Really? Well, yeah, see, it's different for everybody. Zach says carrots. Okay. I don't recommend carrots and applesauce. Now, carrots and applesauce doesn't sound as gross to me as that peanut butter and pickle stuff. That just doesn't go. Carrots and applesauce, I could probably do, but I'm not going to. Okay. Original Afrocentric Design. That's a mouthful by Lisa. Says she's asking Jenna how she is. Mandela Sparkle is here. Lori Armstrong. Okay, take care, Lori. Thanks for coming by. Mandela Sparkle. Nothing's up. Mandela, where are you? What town? What city? What time is it there? What's the weather? What are you working on? Do you crochet? Do you do crafts? What's your first name? All that good stuff. I just wanted to show some love before I see if I'm a winner at Creations by Jax. Yes. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I know the YouTube streets, as I say, are crowded. There's a lot of traffic out there on YouTube. But like Granny D says, there's plenty of people to go around. And that's what's good about. I wonder if, YouTube saw a surge in channels starting after the COVID thing started. Because that's when I started my channel. Because I was just at home and bored. Not bored, but, you know, didn't have a lot of choices to do. All right. Sharon says, have a great Sunday, everyone. Got to get to cleaning. Be safe. Be blessed. Thumbs up, everyone. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Um, yeah, that was Sharon. Wrinkly Bag Lady. She's funny. I like her. See, you meet all kinds of people on YouTube. And like it's different than the old fashioned chat rooms in the early 2000s, the AOL, you got mail, all those chat rooms. Because you could see what they say in writing, you could see their picture, but YouTube lets you actually interact with people. We just lost 5 people in 1 second. Hopefully, we can get more. Okay, you can call me OAD by Lisa. Okay, OAD by Lisa. Will I remember that? Maybe not. Mandela says, "Hi, Mr. Hook Hook. Oh, that's great to see you support your wife." Yeah, well, he better support me because he's the one who kind of, I wouldn't say forced, but he was pushing and pushing for me to start this channel. Oh yes, I bet YouTube did see lots more channels starting. I'll be back and forth, okay? I know you will, Granny. She's very supportive of me. She kind of rates the people who are watching her on Sundays at her 3, then watch me at my 3. So very nice of her to mention me in her channel, in her live. I really appreciate that. But I think of YouTubers that have the 1 million subscribers. I wonder, I would like to go back and watch their first video. And I know there's a way you could do that, but that would take a lot of,
Hold on again, Ryan.
not a lot of effort. Yeah, a little bit of effort. And you know me, I'm kind of,
Is that my phone?
I'll do it tomorrow. Siri is saying, sorry, I didn't understand. What did she say? Sorry, sorry. Mm, my, my son can't find his phone. Got a lot of bear traffic going in front of me. Everything okay over there? Hmm. I know, Sunita. Three places at once. I've been there. Yeah, yesterday was a busy day for YouTube. I am not new here. Had to change my name because of people bullying me. I am very well known here on the YouTube, but blessings to you all. Okay, okay. Oh, yeah, some people can be so unkind. Granny D says, yes, it's not hard. You when you go, you'll a person's videos, just change the oh, when you go to a person's video, just change the sort button from new to old. Oh, okay. I'll do that. Why didn't I think of that? Thank you, Granny. Hi, Sandy. Okay. All right. I'm like, I have trouble with this mouse. This mouse, when I click something, it'll double click it for some reason. It's sticky. And sometimes when I click on somebody's, when I go to like their channel, somehow it closes all my tabs and closes my internet. Well, look what Sunita wrote. She says, I have Bev on the TV, Nancy on my phone, and Petra on a different tab. You are loyal, girl. You are loyal. Okay, see, this mouse is acting up again. Y'all would probably get a few chuckles at my earlier video. Oh, now that makes me want to do that. Yeah, so I have YouTube homework again. Seems like Sunday I have a lot of YouTube homework. I really want to do the Yarniversity. I want to look at those. And I always get on my computer, I'm like, I gotta go on that. And then it gives me a notification and I'm like, what? And I get sidetracked and I'm like, what did I go on my computer for? I watch it in the rerun in the morning while you guys are asleep. Oh, yeah, we are asleep when you watch it, probably by that time. Yeah, those. Look what my husband says. Those bullies. I don't know why. What motivates somebody to bully? Maybe they were bullied themselves. You know. Oh, watch your mouth. I hope you all didn't hear that. Did you burn yourself or something? What happened? Well, now you got to tell me.
I opened up a can, but I don't know.
You open up the cream of mushroom and you're not planning. Well, you know what? Those silicone tabs that I have in that drawer, just put it on top. Okay? That's what I'm saying. You got to tell me. He was like, nothing, nothing. Yes, they come out Jesus. Did you meant to say jealous, or did you mean to say they need Jesus? I think both. They're jealous and they need Jesus. But yeah, I think they were bullied before. Cause like Oprah says, hurt people, and probably it's bullied people, bullied people, bully people. But then, I was bullied as a child. I don't. Do I? Am I a bully
To me, yeah.
to you?
Yeah.
Well, I
You
mean,
bully me.
well, I have to. That's my job. Gotta bully you. Gotta keep you in check.
There are birds out there waiting for me.
Go, go. We're fine.
I got bullied.
You got bullied.
Yeah.
I think you're more of a bully
And then
than
I turned around and bullied him
you did.
months later. He walked me, he put me on a headlock. I think we were probably sixth grade. And he walked me like 2 blocks on a headlock. And then somehow, I don't know what happened,
You
but
got a growth spurt, probably.
then I bullied him.
I had this
It's so
one.
stupid. And then he died.
Oh, oh my gosh. My gosh. Yes, both, she says. That is why I am afraid to do lives. My sons would make it impossible. Doing that's very best to pepper in plenty of curse words and goofy little waves behind my. Yeah, I know, man. It's actually calm right now, but they know not to mess with mama's lives. Yes, Sandy, you're right. You keep the hubby in check. Yes, they know not to mess with mama's lives because mama will get them. I don't ask much of them. They have a very easy life, although they probably wouldn't think it. I often make my husband throw the trash out instead of having one of my sons do it. And I realize that's probably the Mexican mama in me. I'm becoming one of those moms that no, but my sons get to sit down. They don't lift a finger, and I don't plan to do it. It just comes out that way. So that's the way I am. But when I ask them to do something, when I need them to do something, they need to do it. They know to do it. Okay, Daigle, you have to go. Well, you got to do what you got to do. I was bullied in person in school, but then later I beat her up. Not proud of it, but then she stopped, so I guess it helped. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I know this one girl was in my house when I was about 14, when she was about 16, and I looked up to her. Her name was Tanya, and she was in my house, and she, went like that to me, and then I pushed her, and she's like, and she started beating me up, and she was winning. And then I just got some super strength and I took her head and I banged it against the wall over and over. It didn't stop until she's like, Sandy. Like I had that moment, that the Ralphie moment when Ralphie on A Christmas Story, he started beating up his bully and he lost his glass or he broke his glasses or something. And then he started crying, and the little brother hid in the closet because he was afraid daddy's gonna daddy's gonna kill Ralphie. But I had a bully come to me as an adult and apologize. She came to me and apologized. She was dropping off her son to school. No, I'm sorry. She was dropping off her little brother to school. And I was teaching in that classroom. It was the first day of school, and she saw me and she said, I have to apologize. And she said, I got saved and I know that what I did was wrong and I am sorry. And we became friends and she came to my kids' birthday parties and I went to hers, and so everything turned out well. Of course, that all started with a boy that she didn't like that I had a certain boyfriend, and you know that stuff happens. So, babe, I can't see how many thumbs up we have. I think maybe there's a way to do it.
There's 24 thumbs up now.
There's if I guess I could toggle over to another tab. Okay, 24 thumbs up and 15 in the chat. All right, that's pretty good. We're doing good. Later in life, we both say sorry to each other. Yeah, when you get older, you realize, okay, I made a mistake. You were bullied from a boy, then I married. Oh my goodness. You married your bully?
Bullied from a boy. Well, you know what they say, when a boy bullies you or picks on you,
He
he really
likes
likes
you. Yeah. Well, better that than you marry a boy and they become your bully. Because that kind of stuff happens too, right?
you. Yeah.
But my
I
husband,
married a girl and she became my
yeah,
bully.
I was just going to say, my husband would say he married a girl and she became my bully. I just got to make sure that you do what's right because, you make poor decisions.
Well, Pam's in.
Aunt Mary's here. Hi, Mary. My aunt is here. That would be Robert Charles. She's under my uncle's account. Thanks for coming. I did forget to text up. I have a whole bunch of people who say, text me when you're going live, but I forget because I'm like preoccupied. Oh, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna wear? Sometimes I'm in, like the other day I had my pajama face on and I just came on live. I didn't feel like getting all fixed up, but Sunday is like a two for one because we go to church and then we come back and I'm live in a few hours later. Look what Barb said. Look what Barb said, babe. Look at the chat. Maybe it'll come on in a few seconds. It says he can't be making very bad decisions. He married you. Him and I have this running joke where I say, okay, mister, you win. Your spouse is better than mine. Okay, I will give you that. Your spouse is better than mine. You have a better spouse than I do. There, you win. That's our little joke that we say. Although it's probably just me that says it. He doesn't. He has other jokes for me. Like when he makes a mess, he'll bring out the chips and the salsa, and then whatever he has to drink, and he lays it all over, and then he walks away. And I say, "Who's gonna clean that up?" And what do you say?
My mate.
His maid, meaning me. Yeah, not very funny. Don't like those jokes. Oh, you were married for 22 years until he passed away. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, my husband wasn't my bully, but I did have a crush on him for quite a long time. And I couldn't get him to. Are you using the tablet I gave you? Or are you just writing on random pieces of mail?
I don't have that pen. I can't find it.
I found it the other day and I put it right there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now.
Now you see it.
Yeah.
I bought him a particular pen and a particular pad of paper to make all his notes, but he likes to pick up random pieces of mail and write on the back of it. You know, like like these. Like a piece of mail that comes, he'll take the back of it and write on it, and it'll stick it like somewhere so I don't see it. Then I get a phone call from places. Mrs. Sarmiento, have you not paid your bill? I didn't see the bill. Oh, because my husband used it for a scrap sheet of paper. Barb, your husband works a lot. You don't get time to argue. Our arguments aren't really vicious or anything. They're just, they're like our snow lately. It snows for 10 minutes and then it's completely gone. And then the sun will come up, you know. That's how our arguments are. But as far as for the snow, I would just want it to snow a lot so we can get like the kids making snowmen. You know, those poor kids have been stuck in the house and they need a snow day. Snow days are like no school, but of course, now when we get a lot of snow, they can go virtual, right? So, but they still can have a couple hours to make a snowman. Okay. Today it is 10:30 until 1:30 a.m. What is that? Did I miss something? What's 10:30 until 1:30? Sorry, Barb. So, I told you a couple weeks ago I got this cross stitch magazine from my husband. Oh, his shift. Wait a minute. 10:30 a.m. until 10:30 a.m. until look at this. His shift. I didn't get that. 10:30 a.m. until 1:30 a.m. That's 12, 13. That's 15 hours. That's a double shift. It's a double shift. Oh man. Where does he work, Barb? What does he do? I mean, where does he work? Sorry. Sorry. What does he do?
Truck driver.
Oh, that's a long time to be in the.
10:30. Is that over the road or local?
Is it over the road or local?
Yeah.
My husband used to drive a garbage truck. Independent trucker. Oh man. Wow. So he probably has to drink a lot of caffeinated beverages to stay awake.
What country is that?
The Netherlands. She's in the
Oh, okay.
Netherlands.
So they don't have, they must not have like, here in the United States, they have like, well, they have a lot of rules about truck drivers. They limit them how many hours they can drive. I think 10
Yeah.
hours per day.
What if he's if he's
It doesn't
independent?
matter.
It doesn't matter.
10 hours, I think they can drive.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly now, but 10 hours driving the most per day.
Yeah.
Driving time.
Driving time.
And they gotta keep a log.
Really?
Our drivers are 12 hours on the clock.
12 hours on the clock. Hmm. Yeah, my husband used to drive a garbage truck, and I think they were able to hear all the drivers talk to the dispatcher, and my husband would try to kind of butt in and say, I got the answer for that. Me, I have the answer. You take this road to that road and this road to that road. And he got so good at that they dragged him in the office to be a dispatcher.
No, that's not it.
That's not it? Then
No.
how did they get
Butted in
you never how did it even get you to be a dispatcher?
because I was good with my customers.
Good with your customers.
Yes, I always got compliments.
What does that have to do with being a dispatcher?
Because I was good at my job.
So why don't they keep
And
you doing your job?
I don't know why. They wanted someone who's, I don't know. They saw something in me.
You just have to contradict me, huh?
Yeah, that's not it. I never. That's not true though. I don't know where you got that.
Same rules there, Barb said.
No, we got.
Oh, 10 hours drive time. He can work 15 hours a day max with 10 hours drive time, she said.
Oh,
Yes. Mandela. I want to know what your name was before, Mandela. You got to somehow let me know. I don't know how you would let me know. I'm very curious and nosy. But that's okay if you don't want to say it here because I know your situation was kind of difficult. That's those, some people are just so they're bored. Think they're bored and they've been bullied and you know, that's how it is. He drives 6 days a week, 1 week and 5 days the next. That's a lot of but then, this I guess absence makes the heart grow fonder, right? When you're not with them. Because I know, like, here or even there, probably the people who are working from home, they're probably used to, okay, email me. They're used to being away from each other. And now because of the lockdown off and on, they're at
I did on
home.
the road for a little bit, remember?
Oh, my husband wants to share with everybody. He did off the road for a little bit.
On the road.
On the road, whatever.
Remember?
Off road.
For a little bit.
I know you went to Wisconsin to those cleanups, those oil spills.
Yeah, and I hated it because I could never sleep on the road. No matter
Yeah.
how tired I was, I would go to bed and not fall asleep. Be falling asleep on the road while I'm driving, and when I stop to rest to stop to sleep, I can't sleep.
That was before you discovered beer, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For many years there was no alcoholic beverages consumed in our household. For many years, many years. We never did it. So I bet you if you had a beer back then that would have helped you. 60 and 90 hours a week. Oh my gosh. Hey Joe, did you sleep well? I hope you did. I hope you got some much needed rest because you worked hard yesterday. He worked hard for his money. Mm-mm, mm-mm. He worked hard for his money. Uh-oh, this video is not going to get monetized when it comes to that because I sang the song. Whoops. Outside of COVID, he usually did long haul driving across Europe, working on concert tours. Oh, how fascinating. OAD by Lisa says great customer service is great customer service anywhere. Yeah, great customer service. It's exhausting though, being a good customer service rep anywhere. It's exhausting. Today, this morning, I was on greeter duty, at the church and counting. They give you a little phone to count every person that walks in. But there's what my where they I was stationed this morning. I had to watch four doors, and they didn't tell me that I had to watch four doors. I had just discovered that. Like, wait a minute, there's nobody counting there, and I see a lot of people, and it still says one person. I think I'm just supposed to be counting all those people, so I'm counting, greeting, counting, looking, watching this door, that door, greeting, hi, Connie, and oh my goodness, I came home today and I took a nap. I fell asleep, and I usually have a hard time falling asleep anytime during the day. It's hard. You really have to be sleepy to fall asleep during the day. I loved it because I got a lot done in the house, remodeling with him on tour for 6 weeks. Yes, you get a lot done when those guys are gone. Sunita was customer service for the bank for 4 years. I can't believe I lasted that long. Oh my. Yeah, it's hard. It's exhausting being that polite and nice. Ugh. But plus the counting and the fact that it was four doors that I had to watch. It was that was that was way too much. I don't think I'll take the balcony again. That was I was out up on the balcony counting. So you've been at this company, Sunita. You worked at the bank for 4 years. You're at this new company for 17 years. You look like you were 17 when I saw you last night. So good for you on the aging. You haven't aged because I thought you were young, like a teenager. You know, there are some teenagers out there who come on the crochet channels and watch. Oh, it's the same company. Okay, all right. You still look young. You're 39. Good for you. Good for you. Lisa says nowadays each employee does at least four or did you mean to put a five there? 4 or 5 jobs.
This one job they can't work from home. Get that?
Yeah, truck drivers can't work from home. We know that. But dispatchers can work from home, I'm gonna tell you.
Yes.
And he works from home some days and some days he goes to the office. Lisa meant to say 4 or 5. Oh, yeah, but he only gets paid for one. I know that. I know that. My previous job, I had like 10 different things that I had to do. And I'd be like, hold on, let me get my other hat. It's, mm, but one paycheck. I have worked for McDonald's, Walgreens, and FMB. What's FMB? It's probably something really obvious, but Bradley, my son. Oh, boys. Yeah, what's FMB? I can't think of it. I can't think right now. If you tell me, I'll be like, oh, probably, right? So I'm not making a lot of progress on this granny square because I'm talking, but that's okay. Keeps my hands busy during the live. How long we been on here? Not even an hour. It feels like we've been on for a long time. I'll probably need another nap after this live, tell you the truth. But I have a lot of YouTube homework, so no time for napping. I gotta watch that Yarniversity, and then Blingo is gonna be on. Kelly's coming on. Kelly's Crochet Adventures is coming on at 5:30 my time. So that's in 90 minutes. But I did fall asleep during Granny D's. I was waiting for Granny D. She was a couple of minutes late. And I opened my eyes. It was 4:15. I felt like I was sleeping for an hour. It's only 15 minutes. Oh, it's a local bank. Okay, that's what the B stands for. First Municipal Bank, is it? I'm just a guessing. That's one place I've never worked for is a bank. I kind of be, I don't know, nervous to work in a bank. I don't know why, but then stuff can happen anywhere. Look at Walmart. People go crazy in Walmart. But you gotta think positively. Think positively. It looks like my husband just spotted some kind of bird out there.
I'm here. Close to Myrtle Kay lives in the sometimes
Close, where do we live in the
close
Midwest?
where we live.
Oh,
There's no kid for
oh,
exact.
oh. We live in the Midwest too. Chicago. Chicago's pretty big, so I could say Chicago. And That's okay, because Chicago is a big, big city. We even have two sides. We got the north side and the south side, and we have a baseball team for each of our sides. And we we are quite divided sometimes when it comes to the sports. But we only have one football team, but we do have a bunch of Packers fans here, and that Chicago is not a good place to be a Packers fan, I'd say. I'm not a football fan, but even I know that. And even I know, babe, that how did the Cleveland Browns make the playoffs?
I don't know. We just won a lot of games.
Aren't they like normally
Yes, they're normally bad.
right? I mean, they're not as I mean, they're worse than the Bears. The Bears are not as bad compared to the Browns, and the Browns are in the playoffs. So I got to have a nice little football conversation with one of my Bears. Hey, Bradley, what is Bradley eating over there?
I just made them some sausage. Some
Sausage.
smoked polo sausage. Diamond.
Can you run me, Bradley, while I'm on? Can you do me that favor? Do that for Mama. And my husband has to help my other son pick out a laptop so that he can take part. The Cubs, North Side, and Sox, South, don't get along. Right, Jeanette? They don't. And then we have that, oh, the house divided. Yeah, that's, I know a few of those households that the house is divided. If there's once in a century miracle. Yeah, I know. Like when the Cubs won the what?
World
The
Series.
World Series. Okay. But there is once a year the Cubs and the Sox play together. It's called the
Oh, I
cross.
remember now. It's more
It's called the Crosstown Classic. More than once a year, my husband says.
it used to be just once a year.
And tickets for those games are you can't get a ticket. They're expensive and they're hard to come by. But this past season, nobody could go. That's a lot of lost revenue for the team and the league and the city and all that. Businesses, little shops around there, around the park that get patronized, before and after the game. A lot of stuff didn't happen last year, including my son's graduation from college. But I know some weddings that got postponed. Well, let's talk about something else, something better. Let's go back to, shall we go back to baseball? The two baseball teams are, and some of those, babe, some of those players don't even live in Chicago, right?
What, the Players?
Yeah.
Well, they make so much money, so they have a condo here in the summer, and then
Hmm.
they some especially some of the Dominican, the Caribbean players. There's a lot of Caribbean players from the Dominican Republic, from Cuba, from Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
They live in their mansions in the Caribbean or wherever.
Yeah. I guess,
Just like that with any sports, really.
yeah. Well, as long as they live here during the season, you know. But there are some nice houses here in Chicago. Chicago has a lot of $1 million homes.
Where's the first? For me, but they're wanting to-
Yeah. Hey, Ariel, how are you? Nice to see you again. Thanks for coming by. Barb says we had some missed milestones here as well as we are just going to redo them in a one gigantic party once we get back to normal. I know there are a lot of people who are planning to have big shindigs after COVID is over, and that would be exciting. I wonder how many party invitations I will get. But then I'll be like observing everybody's what do they call it that comes out when you talk? What do you call it that comes out when you talk?
What do you mean?
Why do we wear a mask? We wear a mask
Oh,
because
droplets?
droplets. Yes. Now I'll be obsessed more, even more than I was with droplets. You know how when somebody spits on you and like you want to be polite and you don't do this? Now it's gonna be different.
Oh, what's good about it? You don't have to smell everybody's bad breath except
Yes.
your own.
You get to smell your own bad breath. But then that causes everybody to be brushing their teeth more often.
Sometimes you just can't stand your own bad breath and you have to take off your mask.
Not everybody's like you. The first time my husband had to wear a mask in public, he had to walk out of Walgreens.
No, that's when they were saying you had to do the heavy duty mask. They
The,
were all saying the
yeah, the
N95 mask.
N95
That
masks.
one you can barely breathe.
Oh,
We have to
some people are still wearing those at church.
I
They're
saw
still.
someone wearing a like a respirator, like a mask, like
I know that guy. Yeah,
from like yeah. Anyway, when people are painting or whatever
yeah.
chemicals.
That's probably because they have their health, their immune system is
What?
compromised or
What are they?
something.
What? What are
My son is over here. He's sleepy. Are you still sleepy, or did you have a good nap? Yeah. All right. Run along, dear. Run along. Well, I guess I shall wrap things up over here and get going on my YouTube homework. Don't forget, Kelly's Crochet Creations is 5:30 Central Time. Blingo, it steals the show. I forget the rest of her channel name. Um, that's I don't know what time is it, but if anybody knows out there, could you let everybody know in the yeah, Sunita. I don't know what time Blingo is, but I think the bell is on. But it's tonight. I didn't email her any numbers, but I like her accent. She sounds so cute. I like watching her. And what else? I gotta look at that Yarniversity. Then I gotta cook dinner. But then my husband looks like he wants to cook some of his Filipino dishes. I don't know what he's gonna do. He's been trying to cook this Filipino dish for like 2 weeks now, and okay, and so I don't know, but when he's ever gonna cook it. So I'm gonna get going, and when I don't know if I'll pop in the midweek because I was able to do it a couple times last week, and that was kind of fun. Maybe I'll do it again, but definitely I will be here next Sunday at 3 p.m. Central, right after Granny D. I know it's the same time as a few other channels, but it's hard to go on when nobody's on because there's somebody always on. And like what I do is I put different tabs on my computer in my browser, and I let both of them run. And sometimes I let other channels run to support them so they can get their hours. And because I need hours too. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, that would be awesome. And just hit play all and then, you know, walk away, and it helps everybody. I do that for a lot of channels in hopes that I'll it'll come back to me. So, and it does. It always does. Okay. Bye, Sanita. Bye, Lisa. Bye, Ariel. Bye, Barb. Bye, Jeanette. Bye, Dana. Bye, Joe, if you're still here. Who else am I missing? Bye, Aunt Mary, if you're still here. Bye, Mandela Sparkle. Who else is here? Okay. Crafty Bones, if you're still here. Goodbye, Jen. Granny D. Daigo. Daigo left already. Nancy, if you're watching the replay, hello and goodbye. And the rest of you, if I didn't mention you, I'm sorry. But I'm going to say goodbye. Take care. Stay safe. Thanks for coming. And bye.